Next is a demonstration of the mu and the shu points, front mu and the back shu. These are called the alarm points. They're both diagnostic and therapeutic, so they can help the organs and they can help the meridians both. So the front mu for the lung is lung 1, so that's 6 sun lateral to midline. So this is 3, this is 6. 6 sun lateral to midline below the first rib, the entry point for the lung. So we just unwind that to help the lung meridian. It's also diagnostic if that's tender. That's letting you know to work on the lungs. Then urinary bladder 13 is at the base of T3. 1, 2, 3. So it's there. You can actually do all of those points at once. 2, 3. And lung 1 and bladder 13 to unwind the lungs from there, and also to enhance their function, enhance the energy flow of the lung meridian. So that's those points. Very nice. For the large intestine, the front mu point is stomach 25, 2 lateral to the midline at the level of the navel, the umbilicus. Stimulates metabolism. So large intestine, stomach 25 is the front mu point to stimulate metabolism. Open that up. So you want both points to be moving simultaneously as they are now. Both going up towards the head, going down towards the feet, coming up. So you just unwind them until they're synchronous. Then the back shu for the large intestine is bladder 25. That's 1.5 lateral to the back. I'm just reaching through at the base of L4. I'll show all the bladder points together at the end. So that's L4. So those are a little different. Let's get those two balanced out. Oh, there we go. So they're both going up and coming down now. Urinary bladder 25 at the base of L4, the back shu for large intestine. Then for the stomach, 4 sun above the navel is conception vessel 12. That's the front mu point for the stomach. It's also the influential point of the yang organs, good for morning sickness. Halfway between the navel and the xiphoid process. Oh, that's moving well. And then in the back shu of the stomach meridian is urinary bladder 21. That's at the base of T12, so you could kind of reach through to the base of T12. On the back, you would just feel you at the base of the ribs. So I could do those both together. Bladder 21. As you slide down the spinous process, you'll kind of fall into a hole at the base of T12 and L1. And they're all moving well together, so that's balancing the stomach meridian. Beautiful. Then for the spleen, the front mu is liver 13 below the end of the 11th ribs. So you just feel for the 12th rib and then the end of the 11th rib. And you want to unwind those so that they're both, there we go, moving synchronously. Come to the ribs, go down to the toes, go up towards the pectorals, towards the toes, up towards the pectorals. So that's liver 13. And then the back shu for the spleen is bladder 20. That's just below the base of T11, the spinous process. It's a little bit above where the stomach one was. They're moving differently, so you just want to have your energy there and unwind them. Oh, that's nice. They're synchronous now, they're moving together, so that's what you want to see. Very good. Then the front move, the heart, is conception vessel or Ren 14, 6 above the navel. So here's the navel. This is 3, 6, a little bit below the spinous process. So we're unwinding conception vessel 14. That's the front move point for the heart. That's why people have digestive problems when they have heart problems. The pain under their heart. That's moving very well. So we go to bladder 15, which is 1.5 below the base of T5. So we just go there to unwind the back shoe of the heart, bladder 15, at the base of T5, 1.5 lateral in the midline. Known for bringing happiness to sad people, it enhances the energy of the heart. It's also good for epilepsy, to balance that out, for epileptics. Bladder 15, the back shoe of the heart at the base of T5, brings happiness to sad people, good for epilepsy. Next, small intestine 4, the front mu of the small intestine is at conception vessel 4, that's 2 above the pubes on the midline. So we're just unwinding that. You remember conception vessel 4 benefits original chi, nourishes blood and yin. It's a good point for energy. So that's going down and up. That's moving very well. And then the back shoe for the small intestine is urinary bladder 27. It's 1.5 lateral to the base of the back midline of the first sacral segment, sacral foramen 1. So I'm just reaching through and feeling that. And they're kind of different. Well, they are different. So I am just unwinding them, waiting for them to balance out. Urinary bladder 27, the back shoe of the small, there we go. That's balancing out, very good. Alrighty. Next is the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder, the front mu point is conception vessel 3. It's just 1 above the pubes. So the urinary bladder front mu is conception vessel 3, just 1 above the pubic bones. Oh, that's moving well now. Up and down, going up, going down. And then bladder 28 is the back shoe for the urinary bladder. That's at the level of the second sacral foramen, S2. So we're just unwinding that to balance the urinary bladder, S2. These are a little different, so we're just waiting for those two to balance. Pulling up more earth energy, more heavenly energy, more primordial chi from the ever-expanding edge of the universe. Almost. There we go. And they're synchronous. Very good. Next, the front move of the kidney is gallbladder 25. That's at the end of the 12th rib. So what you do is feel for the base of the 12th rib and just follow it to the end. So it'll be around the back for the 12th rib. So this is for the kidneys. You just feel where there's no ribs. Come up till you hit the base of the 12th rib. You're just unwinding those, the back shoe, the front mu for the kidneys. Lower end of the 12th rib on the side of the abdomen. Gallbladder 25. They're a little out of sync, so I'm just waiting until they harmonize. Pulling up earth energy, heavenly energy, primordial chi, just asking the cranial wisdom, the inner physician, to balance them out. And there they are. Kidney ring, gallbladder 25 at the base of the 12th rib. Then in the back, urinary bladder 23 is at the base of L2. You could just 1.5 cm lateral the midline. You could just reach through and unwind the back shu of the kidneys. These two are a little off. All those yoga postures. There we go, going towards the feet, going up towards the head, going towards the feet, going up towards the head, towards the feet, towards the head, feet, wood, head, still point. Balancing out the back shu of the kidneys, always good. Kidneys are the batteries of the body. There we go. That's pretty good. Now we're synchronous. We're good there. Next, the front mu point of the pericardium is conception vessel 17. It's between the 4th and 5th intercostal space. So you find the collarbone, first rib, second rib, third rib, fourth rib, and fifth rib. There's a little dip in the sternum right in the middle there. Ideally, it's between the nipples. It's a C of chi point, adds more energy. Conception vessel 17 is the front mu point for the pericardium. And you're just feeling going up and down towards the chin, down towards the pelvis, towards the base of the lower lip, down. That one's good. Then at the base of T4, just right behind that, is the back shu for the pericardium at urinary bladder 14. So you could just send your energy through and unwind that. You could do all three at once because you're in the same neighborhood there. Unwinding the back shu of the pericardium, the emotional heart to calm them. There we go, we're good there. Next is the triple warmer of the San Jiao. CV5 is 2 below the navel, so again you find a navel, feel for CV5. That's the triple warmer of San Jiao, heat, water, and harmony, respiration, digestion, elimination. The triple warmer. Oh, that's moving very well. No problem there. And then, if you feel through there, at the base of the first lumbar vertebra, 1.5 cm lateral, is the back shu of the triple warmer, urinary bladder 22. Just unwinding both sides so they're synchronous. A little more energy on the right side than the left, so we want to balance that out. Oh, that's moving well. Good. And then the gallbladder. Gallbladder 24 is the front mu of the gallbladder. It's between the 7th and 8th ribs, directly below the nipple. So you go down to the base of the rib cage, kind of. Right below the nipple is the front mu of the liver. Then you go down another rib, and you're at the front mu for the gallbladder, between the 7th and 8th ribs. Oh, those are moving together nicely. So just unwinding those. Gallbladder 24, the front mu for the gallbladder. Very good. Then the back shu for the gallbladder is bladder 19 at the base of T10, 1.5 lateral. So we're unwinding this base of the back shu for the gallbladder, gallbladder, urinary bladder 19, 1.5 lateral to the back midline, at the base of the spinous process of T10, the 10th thoracic vertebra. Oh, there we go. That's good. Next, like I was saying, the front move for the liver is liver 14, which is on the nipple line below the pectoral muscles. It's between the 6th and 7th ribs. Liver 14 is good for hepatitis C, for women who don't enjoy sex. It's to see the big picture, expand someone's worldview. Oh, that's very nice. And then at the base of T9, 1.5 lateral is bladder 18, a little above the gallbladder, back shoe, is for the liver, back shoe is urinary bladder 18, 1.5 lateral to the base of T9. So just unwinding that. Oh, that's good. Okay, now I'll just, if you turn the page, there should be all the bladder points listed. So if you could roll over, Barbara, onto your stomach, you can turn your head any way you're comfortable. And then these are the back points for the bladder points and what they go with. So at T1, the base of T1, you just feel for the first rib and go below that, 1.5 lateral. That's the influential point of bone. So that's to influence bone conditions like arthritis, bone marrow, all those joint problems, all those bone problems, the emias, leukemia, anemia. Then the base of T3, bladder 13, is the back shoe of the lungs, so you can influence the lungs back here. So just balancing that out. That's moving better. And then bladder 42 is 3 lateral the base of T3. That's the po-hu, that's the more ethereal, spiritual, emotional quality of the lungs. That's the po-hu, the corporeal soul, animal limbic system, morbid thoughts, asthma, good for asthma. Unwind both of those, happy lungs, there we are. Then coming to T4 is the back shoe of the pericardium, 1.5 lateral the base of T4, back shoe of the pericardium. For emotional stress, for relaxing the heart. Then going out 3 lateral the base of T4, Ga Huang Shu, that's a longevity point from Sun Simiao. So that's one for longevity, good for everybody. You can put a seed on those or a little marker to stimulate it. Good for memory, integrates the mind, nourishes the essence, good to nourish the essence. Then at the base of T5, 1.5 lateral, is the back shoe for the heart, stimulates the brain, stimulates consciousness at the base of T5. That's good. Then 3 lateral, the base of T5, is the Shen Tong, the spirit hall for the mind. Heart goes with long-term memory and collective consciousness. The heart goes with long-term memory and collective consciousness. Okay, that's good. Then the base of T7 is the influential point of blood, and it goes with the respiratory diaphragm. So keep that blood happy. There we go. Then one down. Waiguan Shi Sha Shu, 1.5 lateral, the base of T8 is for diabetes. It helps to balance blood sugar. It helps the pancreas. It's called the back shoe of the pancreas hollow. So below the base of T8, 1.5 lateral, that's a point you would do for your diabetic patients or to help balance blood sugar. Then, down one more is the back shoe of the liver at T9. Helps out the liver. Oh, that's moving very nicely. Then 3 lateral, the base of T9 is the Hun Men, their life path that helps to root the ethereal soul, the Hun. You can stimulate that for depression. connects to universal consciousness and the collective unconscious. It's expansive, the Hun Men, very good, one of my favorites. Then going down one more, the base of T10, 3 lateral, 1.5 lateral, is the back shu of the gallbladder. 1.5 lateral, the base of T10, back shu of the gallbladder. Balancing that out, that's nice. Then one more, 1.5 lateral, the base of T11 is the back shu of the spleen. Helps the spleen. Those are good. Then also at the base of T11, 3 lateral, is the back shu of the spleen, the yushu, ishu, e, the e. Goes with memory and concentration. It releases emotions from inside the heart. The E of the spleen gathers knowledge for memory. You can unwind that for overthinking or obsessive thoughts. Then one more down. At the base of T12 is the back shu for the stomach, good for digestion and assimilation. That's good. Back down one more. At the base of L1 is the back shu for the triple warmer or the sanjiao. Heat, water, and harmony, respiration, digestion, and elimination. Again, triple warmer. Then 1.5 lateral, the base of L2 is the back shu for the kidneys, to nourish the kidneys and nourish the essence. Very good. There we are. And then 3 lateral, the base of L2 is the zishu, the willpower chamber. Tones kidneys, tones the will, helps with short-term memory. The kidneys go with short-term memory. Helps with drive and enthusiasm, determination and volition. Going down 2 more at the base of L4, 1.5 lateral, is the back shu of the large intestine. Those are good. Then sacral segment 1 is the back shu of the small intestine. Digestion. And then one more, the sacral segment 2 is the back shu of the bladder, to help all those bladder problems. Again.